What's up, heroes? In this video, we're going to tackle motivation. How do you stay motivated throughout the year? I'm sure you've been there. You start the year off strong, or you start any goal off strong with momentum. A couple days go by, a couple weeks go by, and you're feeling good. You've got some momentum. Then all of a sudden, life gets in the way. Something happens. You go on vacation. You get knocked off your routine or your rhythm, and now you're back to square one. And this is common. They say 90% of all goals and New Year's resolutions are dead in the water before the end of January. And so, how do you stay motivated? Consistency comes from motivation, and you can go on YouTube and look up motivational videos and listen to songs and try to get yourself hyped up all you want. But at the end of the day, it's tough. It's tough to stick something out and stay consistent and see it through. And so I want to share with you my take on motivation, where it comes from, and how do you tap into it, and how do you be the source of your own motivation. So you don't need outside sources. You don't need, motivational videos and other people to hype you up and to keep you going. You've got an internal flame that burns bright. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. And this comes from my 5 years of working as an accountability coach with people. Part of what I do is help people get clear on the goals, break them down into action plans, and then work with them until they hit the goal. And, ideally you hit your goal a lot faster when you've got someone working with you. And so that's where I come in, is I help people with that clarity and getting that action plan. Now, here's the hard part. Once you got most people already know what they need to do for any goal you want to hit. I mean, it's a pretty simple formula. Most of the time you look at what's been working for other people and you just replicate it. And so for any goal, it's pretty easy to find what the formula is to hit the goal. Here's the hard part. The hard part is actually sticking to the plan and doing it, doing the work every day. That's the hard part. And so I've worked with over 2,000 people over the last 5 years, trying to help them hit their goals and trying to break down what is it that separates some people from others. Why is it so easy for some people to stay with it and stick it through, while others they struggle. They keep falling back on their old habits and routines, and they can't really follow through with the action plans that we put together. And so what I've noticed is the defining element that separates the goal achievers from those that just they never really hit their goal. The defining thing that separates them is those that have crystal clear vision for their brighter future. And let me explain what that is. Sometimes you kind of have some goals, and you might kind of be motivated to want to accomplish something, but it's not really a clear vision. And a vision, it comes at a higher level. I would say your goal is kind of like, if you were to think of like a funnel, right? Your goal, you have your goals, you have your action plans, and then you have your daily action, your daily commitments, the things you follow through, and your daily execution, right? So you have goals, then you have your action plan, and then from your action plan, you have your daily execution, things you get up and you do every day. Now that's the process of how to hit a goal. But I think what a lot of people are missing is there's one level higher than the goal. Before you start defining goals, step one is create a very crystal clear vision. The vision is the overall. What is the purpose? What is your purpose? What is your promise? What is the long-term vision? Because when you have a crystal clear understanding of your vision, then you know how the goal fits into that vision. The vision is the why. The goal is the what, or the how, right? What is it you want to accomplish? It's the what. The action plan is the how. How will you accomplish it? The vision is the why. Why do you even want it to begin with? And so you can't really just dive into the what and the how without having a firm understanding of the why. The why is what gets you emotionally bought in and connected to doing the goal in the first place. Because once you have the why, now you're going to follow through. Now you've got the fire lit internally. Now you know what it is you're waking up early for, why you're going to the gym, why you're staying late, making those cold calls. Once you know the why, then the goals themselves naturally happen. You naturally will embody the behaviors, the beliefs, the rituals, the routines that will help you hit the goal. But it always starts with the why. The why is your bigger vision. It's your purpose. It's your bigger promise. Now, how do you determine this? How do you come up with your big picture vision? Now, this is kind of like an evolution, right? There's no, right or wrong answer to this. It could just come to you one night in a dream, or it could be something you have to work at and through meditation and a lot of silent time. I'll share with you my vision or my picture or my process I go through of trying to tap into my bigger picture vision. And it goes like this. I do a little thought exercise, and I'll sit and I'll have my eyes closed and I'll dream up and I'll project myself 5 years into the future. And there I am 5 years from now, and I'm at this really fancy, ritzy place, this hotel or a restaurant, and I'm surrounded by all the people I care about, my friends, family, colleagues and respected peers and mentors. And everyone is just so excited and happy for me, and they're cheering for me. And they're proud of me. Everyone's proud of me. And we're about to toast. We ordered the most expensive bottle of champagne on the menu, and we're toasting. And we're toasting because I've done it. I'm living in my full potential, my highest promise, my highest purpose. They're toasting me to my success. I'm completely happy. I'm completely healthy, and I'm completely successful. And what I'm about to do is I'm about to share with them the story of my life, the story of the last 5 years of my life, everything that transpired that led to that moment, that led to that toast, that led to this congratulatory time in my life. What would I tell them? What would I tell them that I'm proud of? What would I tell them all of my achievements were? What would I tell them my life is like in my wealth and my health and my happiness and my well-being? What would I tell them of all the things I'm proud of? What have I done to be so successful? And then I would just start writing the story. This has been the most amazing 5 years of my life. This has happened, and this has happened, and this has happened, and this is what I'm doing. This is where we're living. This is, what my family life is like. This is how my children are. This is what I've been doing in my personal life. Here's how I've been volunteering. Here's how I've been contributing at a higher level. Here's how the impact I've been leaving on other people's lives. This is what my full potential looks like. And as I'm writing that story, as I'm visualizing that, that's tapping me into my big, greater purpose, my greater vision. And so I'll actually open my eyes and I'll write the story. Literally, I'll spend about 15 minutes writing the story. And it comes about 3 to 5 pages long after I finish writing it. And I write it in a very colorful, vivid story format. But once I have that written, boom. That is the why. That's my vision. That's what I'm going for. Now, once I have a vision of some clarity on what my longer term vision looks like, now from that, I can drill down into, okay, so if that's my vision, now what are some goals that I can set for this year that is in complete alignment with that vision? And now, then once I have the goals, and then I can come up with action plans, and then come up with my daily execution rhythm. But once I drill it down into what I need to do every single day, I know why I'm doing it. because it leads to my greater purpose. It leads to the greater vision. It leads to the big impact that I'm going to have. It leads me to that moment 5 years from now where I'm toasting in front of everyone and everyone's cheering because they're so proud of me. Everything I do leads to that moment. Therefore, what I do now matters. That's why I'm motivated to do it in the first place. So your consistency is not just knowing what to do. Your consistency is going to be, can you tap into why, your deeper clarity on why you're doing it to begin with? That starts with your vision. And so whenever I work with someone, the very first thing we do, we don't dive right into goals. We don't dive right into action plans and defining their routines and rituals. We start at the very basic level of creating your big vision, the bigger vision for your life. And from there, everything kind of spawns off from that. So I hope this helps you, give you some clarity on how to go about the process of tapping into your motivation. Don't dive right into goals. Create your vision first. Create your why. And then everything else is just a natural byproduct. It gets easy from there. All right, heroes. Stay tuned for the next one.